You're good?
Yep.
Intro. There it is. Good intro there. Oh my gosh, I hate it. What's up, everyone?
Hey, everyone. What's up? It's Joe and Adam, and welcome back to Lagged Out, episode Ocho. There's a little bit of Spanish there for you guys, trying to be a bit more diverse, appeal to all nations of the world.
Exactly. Next week is Chinese, guys. Next week is Chinese.
Can it be Japanese? I don't know Chinese.
Okay, we'll do Japanese next week.
Okay, sweet. So welcome back. I have very little idea of what we're going to talk about because it was Thanksgiving all last week, pretty much. And yeah. So, I mean,
well,
a topic to get us started, Adam, that'd be great.
Yeah, I just want to talk about all the food that I ate, first of all. One of them being I had a lot of chocolate pie, and I don't know if you guys have ever had chocolate pie before, but it's really good. And I had banana pudding, and I went to sleep, and I'm on a diet now. So, starting tomorrow, I'm on a diet, so I can eat banana pudding after this, But pretty much after that, like, I'm just going to be working out and stuff and everything. But, yeah, you guys probably didn't even know that, but I just want to tell you guys that. Let us know what you guys had for Thanksgiving, if you guys celebrate it. But, yeah, so I was just going to kind of talk first about the amazing party games that we played this week.
I will say really quickly that I had a really stupid, like, I guess it would be like a blonde moment, but I'm not blonde.
But you are.
So for whatever reason, every year at Thanksgiving we go to my uncle's house and they serve Thanksgiving dinner. For whatever reason this year they had ham and turkey. Like turkey's just fine on its own. I don't know why you need ham. Whatever. And whoever set like I guess the counter, like all the food, like the buffet line, they put the ham next to the turkey, but they only presented the white meat. And I like the dark meat of turkey. Like, there's nothing wrong with the white meat, but I just prefer, like, the dark meat because it's, like, more tender and juicier, in my opinion. And whoever set the table put the ham, like, in plain view, but then they also set it to where you could only see the white meat. And apparently the dark meat was on the other side of the turkey, but I just thought, like, usually, like, they separate it, like, they'll have like the plate with white meat, the plate with dark meat, and that's it. So I grabbed a lot of ham thinking it was the dark meat and like 2 pieces of white meat. And I ended up not having any dark meat.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys,
so, yeah,
you guys didn't realize you're listening to a guy with a 30 IQ.
That was my Thanksgiving. But it's okay because I got to go shooting the next day and I did not do so great. Then again, I haven't been shooting in like 2 years, so there's that.
Dude, get to scrub, get good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm actually pretty good at shooting.
No,
well, that sounds interesting. No, I actually am.
Nope.
But, so, I do have a topic, but I kind of want to talk about these games that we played.
Oh, boy, the party games.
So, I just want to go ahead and say that these are probably some of the most fun games I've ever played in my whole life. We kind of touched on it briefly, or you guys kind of touched on it briefly, I guess, in Cole and your pot, like when Cole filled in for me 2 weeks ago. But we played this thing called Jackbox Games, right? Isn't that what it is?
Jackbox Party Pack. We did
right.
The 5th one, mostly.
Yeah, so pretty much what it is if you guys aren't familiar, I don't know if they explained it in the last one, but it's on like Xbox or PlayStation. I don't know if it's on PC, but I don't think it is, but it could be, I guess, technically. But Pretty much you get on your phone or device, smart device or whatever, and you go to the site jackbox.tv, and there's like a room code. And so like everyone plays and you make your own name, and they all have various games that you can play. So like I feel like some of you guys have probably heard of Fibbage and all that stuff. But we played this game. Was it Mad vs. Rhymes or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
So pretty much it gives you like, it tells you to say like, give a pronoun or an adjective or a verb, and you write a word, and then it makes a sentence for you that's like a rap with that word at the end. and then you get to write the next line, and you try to rhyme that line, with the previous one, and then it does the same thing again where it asks for like a verb, adjective, or something like that, and then you write another line again, and so you pretty much have a rap battle, and there's like 3 rounds, and it was the funniest thing I think I've ever done in my life. Like, I don't know.
I know, yeah. So you're also like giant robots rapping against each other. So, the stakes are pretty high because like if you lose, you're just going to get like destroyed. But yeah, I actually took some screenshots because you can like save your raps and stuff at the end of each game. There's 3 rounds. So I took some screenshots. So careful for explicit language. This is your warning. It's probably the only time you're ever going to hear me say curse words. So I think this was me versus Adam. So Adam's rap name, you can also make your own rap name. So Adam's rap name was Rap This Cock. Mine was Shady Dick.
Oh my god.
And then it went like this. So Adam went first, and then I went after him. So here's Adam's. I got a crystal ball and I see your finality, but you don't see this vitality. If you come at me, you better bring cake. If you don't, I'm gonna hit you with my motherfucking rake. And then I countered with my rap saying, to reach the next level, you gotta be sly. Like a high school bully, I'ma make you cry. I got more processing power than a clock. That ain't much, but it's better than your cock.
Yeah,
so it was
exactly.
basically like that all night. Just like us ditching each other, saying like, oh, like you got a small penis or whatever, or like, oh, I just effed your girlfriend and all that stuff. So
yeah, it was really very immature, but it was hilarious because it was just, they had like the Microsoft like word dude like reading
because
it
they're
off.
robots. They had like a robotic voice, so it wasn't like me rapping. It was more like if you want to beat me, you better bring some cake or whatever,
Yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. But that was really fun. And then we played another one that was
It's like
an invention
stupid.
game. Yeah, if you want to explain that one, that was kind of funny too. I don't know.
So
if people want
patently
to get
stupid, you basically become like an inventor, and you have to. So first thing you do is everyone comes up with 2 problems. So they present to you like, I can't stop doing blank, and then you fill in the blank. So it would be like, I can't stop pooping or whatever, and you would just fill the blank in with whatever stupid topic you want. And then everyone's topics are given to someone else, so you don't solve your own topic, you're solving someone else. And then once you do that, once you pick which one of their 2 topics you want to solve, you come up with an idea. So you basically have to draw like an invention that'll solve that problem. You title it, create a motto or like a tagline, like a catchphrase or whatever, and then you present it. And you can be boring and have like, just the computer people present for you, but that's no fun. If you do it yourself, it's way better. So we had a lot of funny things like that too, where it was like, what was one of yours, Adam? Because you had some good ones.
I won't say one of them because some of them were just like ridiculous, but like pretty much they all revolved around poop, sex, or some sort of farting. I mean, I came up with one. It was, what was it? I'm trying to think of the last one that we did last night. It was, I don't remember. I can't remember them, but they were just really funny. Like pretty much you just have to present in a way that makes it like you can save your idea if you can present it well. Like there was one that said like trying to I have a problem organizing my condoms by color and flavor. Someone put that in there.
Oh, yeah.
So our friend Sean made a invention called the Condomaton, and pretty much what it was is just this robot that just grabbed certain flavors or something for you and colors, and it was ridiculous. But it was just funny the way people presented. So I feel like I would definitely recommend that game for people because I think it's freaking hilarious and it was really fun. That was by far the funniest thing I think I've played in a while, besides like mount my friends and stuff, which is also another great game.
Yeah, we pretty much played Jackbox Party Pack 5 and then Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Adam
Ultimate
loves.
Chicken Horse, I freaking love that game.
Even though it's all platforming and he sucks, he loves
Yeah,
it.
like literally, here's the thing. I freaking love that game because I feel like I still win when I lose, which is fine with me because it was really funny because I became the stair guy. So I loved placing stairs everywhere for the level. Did you explain that game in the 2 podcasts ago or no?
I might have. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, basically, briefly, what it is you're like, I don't know how many players you can have. I don't know if,
4.
it's up to 4.
Yeah.
So pretty much there's a platforming level and you get certain tools and death traps and also other stuff to place anywhere in the level pretty much. And each person can place one thing and you try to make it hard for everyone to get to the finish line, but you also want to finish yourself or someone wants to finish because if you don't, then like no one gets any points.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So it's really, really fun, and I really enjoy it. And I had fun just like screwing people over a lot of times. Like, I don't know, I thought it was hilarious. But
yeah, there were a lot of times where like we just couldn't finish at all because we just made it too impossible. So no one would get points for like 4 rounds. And it was just like whoever had the most points just wins.
Oh my gosh. And then the one time that we did the teleporter. So there's this teleporter you can do. And there's a hockey man that can sling hockey pucks at you every like 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And so I placed the first teleporter at the beginning of the map because I was trying to get to the end because I suck. And that's the only way I can win. And then someone got the second teleporter, placed it like towards the end. And then someone put a hockey dude like behind the second teleporter, and what it was doing was every 5 seconds it would shoot the puck, it'd go through the teleporter and hit people at the beginning of the map because it would teleport to the beginning of the map. And I died from it, first one to die from that. I was like, are you kidding me?
That's
so
great.
It was really funny, and it's actually very like innovative and stuff, I think. And I don't know, I just thought it was funny.
There's like so much stuff you can do with the teleporters that I never knew you could do.
No, I know, I didn't even think of that. Like the other thing was, what was the other thing that happened? I feel like, was it? We put barbed wire next to the teleporter. I know that, but
yeah,
that wasn't
I put
really.
barbed wire like underneath it, so as soon as it popped you out, you would just die.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and pretty much if you go back through the back one, like back through the second teleporter, you just go back to the beginning, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And then the one I put in the lift, that was funny too. On the nuclear plant, that was fun.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so something to kind of start the topic off of conversation. So I've been like, I read Reddit a lot, and I just like play a lot of games, obviously, but kind of along the lines of all it's kind of like a broad thing. It's gonna lead to like it's got like 2 questions, but ultimately I want to talk about this one question. But for me, in my opinion, I feel like the gaming community as a whole lately has been like really like uptight and like complains a lot about like everything.
Okay.
Just based on like forums and stuff. And I don't know if it's like sense of entitlement by people. I don't know if like they just I don't know if like younger generation of gamers, like younger people, because I feel like I see it more in younger people than I do in older people. But I feel like it's really annoying, first of all, and it just like triggers me because it's just like, it's like whenever there's a game, especially like a competitive game, so we can take Call of Duty for instance, because that's the one I've played the most lately. But like this is like pretty much with any competitive game, but whenever there's a character or an ability or something that is really, really good or like is just killing a lot of people or something, right? Everyone always calls for like nerfs, and sometimes and like they complain about it and they bitch about it and all this other stuff. And sometimes that's warranted. Like I feel like sometimes there's abilities and heroes and champions and all these other games where like they're just really good and they're too good. Like Nova Warp in Destiny is broken. I don't know if it's still broken, but so but there's other times where you just have to stop being a terrible player and you just have to like learn how to adapt and play the game differently. And a lot of that is with Call of Duty. I don't know how it works in like MOBAs and stuff. Like you probably have more insight on that, but like with Call of Duty, people are like literally bitching about a specialist that I use a lot, the one with the barricades and the barbed wire, because people they like camp and they use light machine guns, right? Literally all you have to do and I don't even use him like that really. Like I run around and cut, because what I really like about this Call of Duty is I feel like a lot of specialists really can help you control the map, and it's very tactical actually. It's not like older Call of Duties where you just run and shoot things and get a bunch of kills and blow shit up and stuff, but like you literally like you kind of can use your abilities and they actually make a difference in games. Like you can win games because of it, and it's actually really cool. So like with Torque, I cut off certain lanes on maps, I cut off like objectives and stuff, but I have camped before with it because it is good to do that when you want to get headshots and things like that, and you can get a lot of kills that way. But a lot of people are just like, it's so annoying, like all this other stuff, and it's like literally you have to shoot like 2 rockets at it and his barricade's dead. You shoot a light machine gun at his barbed wire, it blows up. And all you have to do, what other people say, is you just have to ignore campers. Like you just don't like people for some reason when they die in Call of Duty. I feel like this is how it is in FPSs, but especially in Call of Duty. But when you die, it's literally like you're like, okay, I got to go back to this spot because I got to kill them now. And it's like, no, like if you've died like 4 times, stop going back there because you suck. Like it's not working. So like either flank them, or like, I don't know. I just feel like people need to stop being bad at certain things, because you can definitely play better, but people just try to do the same thing over and over again. It doesn't work. So I don't know. That was kind of triggering me. I was going to see what you thought about that first.
I mean, I'm going through some like reviews on Metacritic now for Spyro Reignited Trilogy, primarily on like Xbox, because what's funny is like the user score, like both Metacritic scores like 86 or whatever, but the user score for PS4 is like 6.7, something like that. But then for Xbox, the user is 3.1. I'm like, what the heck? So there's 120 negative reviews and only 40 positive reviews, but the only actual like written reviews that I can see, because there's only like 15 actual written reviews for Xbox. One of them is in Spanish, but he's complaining about like the file size because it's like 67 gigs. So whatever. Another one is, I'm guessing like the same thing, because he's like 67 gigabytes for this? Give me a break. Blah, blah, blah. They both rated it 0. It's like, you're going to complain about the file size and give it a 0 because of that, really?
Yeah, I know.
And then like on the PS4 side, one dude was complaining about how like there's no subtitles, so he can't understand what's being said. It's like, they're literally just like perfect remakes of the originals. So did you not understand what they were saying back then either? Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand why you don't understand why he doesn't understand.
Yeah, I think you do now.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, people are just like complaining about, oh my god, the file size is like ridiculous or whatever. Or like they're complaining that they bought the physical copy, but then there's like a 19 gigabyte patch in order to play like the second 2 games. So I guess like only the first one is on the thing. I don't know. But it's just, people are dumb and petty. Like,
so to answer though, you feel like people complain a lot more now?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like everyone gets offended by everything nowadays.
Yeah, that's true too.
The 90s were great because no one got offended.
Like that's what I don't get. Like, no, that's what's funny, and I think it's because like Reddit also attributes to that. Like, I like Reddit, but like everyone posts their opinion on Reddit, and like, I don't have to read it or whatever. But it's like before you had like game forums, but they weren't as like popular, I guess, because the internet was newer. And I just feel like people enjoyed games more. Like for instance, like we're playing Monster Hunter, right? That's an old series, right? And you can tell it's made by a classic game creator. Like, I feel like the game is very well done so far, like, and it seems like a really fun game, but it seems like the community is great though. Like, it seems like I've heard the community is like amazing on this game. Like, I've read like some Reddit stuff and just like looked around, and people say like they're just really good community, really good company, like to play their game. And it seems like I feel that way for like these older companies that make like these really nice, like massive games, like for instance, like Red Dead and stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know. It seems like those type of games tend to not have as many people complaining, I guess, because maybe it's like more old school players.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean,
does that make sense? Like,
Monster Hunter is by Capcom, so I mean they've been around
right
for ages.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't know. It's just very interesting to me because the thing is, like, it's really frustrating because they're probably gonna nerf like that specialist because people are bitching about it, right? They nerfed the Ajax dude who had like the 9 bangs and all that stuff. Now that is a case where like that dude needed to be nerfed, and they nerfed him like I think very reasonably. They did a good job. Like he's still viable, but he's not overpowered like before. Like literally before, if you got 9 bangs, you might as well have went downstairs and just made some dinner and come back up because you literally could not do anything. It was insane, and like the range was ridiculous. Like if you got hit once by it, your screen was white. You couldn't do anything, and the shield was so hard to kill them. So that's like a reasonable nerf, and because I've used him now, and he seems way more balanced. But it's like torque is so easy to like I feel like there's games that people get things nerfed. Like there's a lot of things in Destiny that I feel like that happens. Like I feel like just people complain about certain things and they want it nerfed, but it's because they don't like it and they're bad. Like, and for me, that's how Destiny PvP has been for the last 4 years or the life of the game. Like I think they've now started to level it out where they're not nerfing as much stuff.
Right.
But like people always complain about shotguns, right? Like I don't use shotguns, but I kill plenty of people I kill plenty of people that use shotguns without a shotgun, and I'm fine. You know, I get mad every now and then, but it's like I hate it when developers like change things in games because the community are just like crying about it because like they're bad. You know what I mean? And literally, let's be honest, like Reddit for Black Ops at least is like maybe 5% of the community, maybe 10%. Like most people don't give a crap like about Reddit. So it's just, I don't know. It just frustrates me because I feel like some of these children are like just so like entitled, and it's frustrating. So if you're listening to this, children, stop being entitled because you're not entitled to anything. So you haven't done anything in this world. So yeah, take that. Exactly. But the whole point of me talking about this is it brings up an interesting question that I want to get your opinion on because I saw this posted, or I see this posted a lot in Black Ops and a lot of other games because people are like, I bought an unfinished game, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, please shut up. Like, so people are like, you know, crying and all this other stuff about Black Ops and like how it's a $60 game, but it feels like a beta because there's so much broken stuff. I haven't had a single bug happen to me in the whole game, so I don't know if I'm just really lucky, but you know, who knows? But
it might be mostly in Blackout.
No, there have been bugs in Blackout for sure. Like I know that, but I'm saying like there's like multiplayer bugs that people have where they get kicked, and doesn't happen to me. So, but no, so they have fixed a lot of stuff, right? Like, and I'm not gonna say that there hasn't been a lot of bugs. There was, but so people were like, why do we have to pay for a $60 game? Blah blah blah, and then they're like, why do we have to buy DLC? And then because that adds on to $60, and then they're like, then there's microtransactions that adds even more money, right? So the question is though, or the statement, kind of want to feel like I want to see what you're saying or thinking about this. So I don't know if you remember, but I'm pretty sure PS2 games were $30. I'm almost positive, if I can remember right, PS1 and PS2 games were like $20 to $30. I remember when it jumped to 60, I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of money. And that was like PS3, Xbox 360 games. I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. Because I'm almost positive, because I remember that day, I was like, wow, that's a huge price jump. So it's been, I think, since the PS3 and Xbox came out was when we were in middle school. So it's been at least 10 years, 11 years. The game price has stayed at $60 for 11 years, right? And there has been inflation the last 11 years. So I'm actually very surprised that game companies have not increased game prices, and I'm wondering, one, do you think they will? And two, would you rather buy a $90 game if the game was $90 now, right? Like the regular game, new game is $90, but you knew that it was going to be like more completed, maybe like with more content. Would you buy that, or would you have like a problem with that? Because that's a lot of money. Because like I feel like people don't appreciate that the game is still $60. Like it could very well be over $60, and I'm very surprised that they haven't raised the base price yet. Because it's been 11 years, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't spend $90 on a game, and here's why. There are very few games that I get where I'll buy DLC for it. So even if like, let's say like Spider-Man was $90 when it came out, I'd buy that. That was a great game. I'm still thinking about getting the DLC. Might just wait for it to go on sale or something after the third one comes out. But a game like say like Black Ops. I don't own Black Ops, but let's say I was just interested in buying it. Let's say that was $90. I really wouldn't care because like all that DLC is basically just like new maps and stuff. It doesn't change anything about like the game, or it doesn't add on to the story, which there isn't a story in this one or anything.
True.
And if it's like, oh, it's a new Blackout map, like I feel like that should be free. So
Right.
yeah,
So
probably it would depend on the game, and since most games I don't waste money on besides like just the base game, I wouldn't want to spend $30 extra just for the same thing I could have for 60.
right. So like, what if though the base price of games went up to $90 though because of inflation? Like, but say all right. So like, would that drive you away completely though? Like, do you think?
No, I mean, I freaking love video games.
I'm just saying, because $90 is a lot of money.
I would just be picky about what I choose. Like, I've recently bought a lot of games, but they've also been like on sale in some way, or like I've had like gift cards or whatever. Like, I haven't actually paid full price for any of like the past like 5 games that I bought. So like, well, the exception being
Call of Cthulhu.
The exception being Red Dead, but I had a $60 Amazon gift card that I just used, so that's basically free. Call of Cthulhu,
got him.
$15 off, waste of money. Freaking hate that game. Monster Hunter, $15 instead of $60. So I saved 75% basically. What else?
I think it's instead of 45. I think it's 45, but still, that's a lot of money.
No, you're going from 50.
Oh, we're saying like from the original.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 60, I see what you're saying.
From 60 to 15, 75%.
Okay.
Bruh.
I thought you were saying, I know, the current price of the regular
Sit down
game.
and
Okay.
shut up. I'm going to school you, bruh.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep saying bruh. And then Fallout 76.
You pre-ordered.
I pre-ordered.
It was like $50 though, right?
But so the physical copy was $50. Like you could get it for $50, which
That's right.
Which I accidentally did. But the digital is 60. But my mom had some like Amazon cash back or something, so she's like, just use that. So that brought the price down. So it's like boom. Yeah. So like, I would not pay $90, and if I did, I would like, if I was gonna pay $90 for just a base game, and then they wanted me to pay DLC after that, like, no, frick that. Like if
I don't think that's not the scenario I'm thinking. Like, well, I guess technically it could be it could technically be two things. Like one, inflation. If inflation made price go up to 90, then yeah, you would have to pay for DLC after that, and that would suck. Like, dude, $90. Like I would be like super picky. Like I'd be even more picky than you. I think
pretty much buy like 2 games a year and that's it.
Yeah, like I can't imagine what that would be, and that's why I feel like people don't appreciate what they're getting. Like I think it sucks that like some games are not, quote unquote complete, but No Man's Sky. Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot better. But yeah.
Yeah, and they've got 3 free updates. Like, they have had no DLC, and that game's amazing now.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. And it's like, But like, I don't know. It's just like paying $60 versus paying 90 up front, and then for something that you don't even know if you're really gonna enjoy. Like,
Right.
because there's probably this year and going into next year, these games have been absolutely ridiculously freaking amazing.
Yep.
So that's a really long. That's pretty much the description that describes it, because like I literally at work on Wednesday was stressing out about what games I was going to play. Like I literally was stressing myself out. I was like, oh my God, I got to play Monster Hunter. I got to play Black Ops because it's double XP weekend. Then I got to play Red Dead. Then I got to play all this other stuff. But I've been doing better and I went to therapy. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't gone to therapy. But no, it's just like when you get to that point, you know there's a lot of good games out. And maybe that's not a good point to get to. I don't really know. But
It's a great point.
Yeah, so because like, oh, and by the way, so side note, while I'm on this tangent, I think me and Joe were talking, we were talking about this last podcast. We were talking about what we did, you know, in this past spring when we didn't have those games to play. I remember what I was doing. So there's two things, Cookie Clicker, and the other thing was I watched a crap load of movies and Netflix.
Yeah.
A crap load. And I played a ton of Magic and card games. Because I would literally go over to Sean's like every other weekend and go draft and play like cards and stuff.
You also watched children card games.
That's true as well. So I would do that a lot. So that was a side note. But yeah, like, I don't know. I see all these people that talk about this on you know, Reddit and all this other stuff. And they talk about how I bought a $60 game and it's not complete. And it's just like, these kids don't even really know, because it's like, think about it. With those PS2 games and like PS1 games, those were really fun games, like Ape Escape, Crash Band. You never played Ape Escape? I thought you did.
Never
but,
owned
okay,
it.
well, Ape Escape, Spyro's good.
Spyro's great. Crash
you know,
Bandicoot
Crash,
was good.
yeah, Crash Bandicoot. So all those games, right? If you consider it, I don't think they had like, you couldn't buy downloadable stuff for that, right? I don't think so.
Nope.
That was probably like the first thing was like in PS3, but
Like DLC was pretty much PS3, Xbox 360 era. If you wanted to get like an updated version of your game, you would either have to go take it in to like some place or just buy like the newest version of it. Like in older games, like there would be bugs where like, oh, this music track doesn't play right. It plays the wrong music track, or like this dialogue doesn't work, or whatever. So you would basically have to like buy like, and like the developers would get wind of that, be like, okay, let's fix that. So they would fix it, and then all of those newest copies of the game would have that fix. So like you would basically have to like sell your game and buy like a newer version of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So, you know, then we could probably consider that all those games probably were complete games, right? But they were like $20 or $30. So it's like, think about it. Like you're paying $60 for something that's going to give you necessarily not a complete game, but you're getting better graphics. You're getting, you know, better, all this other stuff. You're getting online play. You're getting servers. You're getting, you know, all this stuff, which, by the way, I want to do some research on like, I think there's a few articles out on it. I saw that someone linked from Kotaku, I think it was, and it was talking about how expensive a video game actually costs to make. It's actually like
stupid expensive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think the numbers that they had, they were like ballparking like a Call of Duty game. Like $60 does not necessarily pay for itself. Like they have to pay like, you know, all the developers, all the shipping, all people to make the game, right? All the advertising. Advertising costs so much money. And I don't think these little 9-year-olds understand how much marketing, dude, literally, like just for people that don't know, but like marketing. So for instance, like the Bible app for like church and Christians and stuff like that. If you make an app for like a religion or anything like that, you could open that app as a free app, right? You could get $30,000 a month from a company just for them to run ads on your app. Like that's insane. Like $30,000 in your pocket just for them to run ads, because marketing is crazy expensive. And I mean, like look at Super Bowl ads. Like they're like, what are they like? couple $1 million every 30 seconds. It's like,
Yep.
so people don't understand that. And it's like, I just like, I feel like they have to add DLC. They have to have microtransactions or to make more money. And it's honestly just like a business move, and it sucks kind of in some ways, but I don't know. We've kind of talked about microtransactions before, but for me, as long as it's not like pay to win,
Right.
like better
If it's
things.
Just, if it's just cosmetic, like with Fortnite, which they actually do good cosmetics, and if I actually played, I might actually buy some of them, but I don't play. I'm not going to, so I'm not going to spend money on it. But speaking of Epic Games, just to give like some sort of like a sense of like cost, I guess. So before they made Fortnite, Epic Games was doing Paragon, and when that failed, they released all of the assets in like a couple of waves. And in total, for an unfinished like open beta MOBA game using the Unreal Engine, the assets in total were basically the equivalent of about $11 million of work. So that's like just for a game that wasn't even finished yet. So you look at a game like Red Dead, which was in development for 7 years, like, yeah, $60 is pretty cheap price for what you're getting.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Like I know it sounds stupid to say this, and I might get roasted for this, but I'd rather pay $60 for a not finished game that I still enjoy and get like 30 to 50 hours out of,
Right.
rather than pay $90 for a game for all games. Like if that makes sense, like pretty much.
Yeah.
Like for all games to be $90, maybe they're more complete. Like I would rather still pay 60 because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can get more hours, out of 2 games that I play a decent amount. Like, because for instance, like Call of Duty is like, it's supposed to be a every year basis. That game, let's be honest, like that game is made now for competitiveness. Like they don't like they obviously sell it to the people, the casual players, like they do. Like
Right.
they sell it to people that just play it because they love Call of Duty. Like it's just their thing, right? But esports is massive now, and they specifically said that they made this game designed to be more competitive, which that they made it 5v5. They made the specialists like abilities mean more, and you can really tell like everything they said they actually did a really good job on. And you can tell that they skimped out on some things because like that's what they said. They said they're trying to make it more competitive focused, right?
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like, to me, it's like I'm gonna play Call of Duty probably for at max. I'll probably play it for let's see. At the very max, I'll probably play it for 6 months. Very max. Realistically, I'll probably play it for 3 to 4 months. I am hoping to get Master Prestige in this game because I've never done it. But I would say every game I've played, Black Ops wise, I got to about 6th Prestige, and I played probably 3 to 5 days in game playtime, which is like 100 hours almost, which is a lot of value. For $60, that's really good, in my opinion. Like,
Right.
for instance, Sean always talks about Sean, our friend, he has a lot of different games, and he gets bored. He honestly gets bored more easily than me and Joe, which is true. But so me and Joe tend to play more grindy games for the most part because we don't get as bored, I guess, as easily, if that makes any sense. But Sean is very satisfied if he gets about 30 to 40 hours in a game. Like, he's very satisfied. And it's all really based upon, what you're satisfied getting. Like, if you want to get 90 plus hours every game, you're probably not going to get that, like, every game. You know what I mean? Like, that's made now. You're just not. Like, unless you just do something over and over. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
And
but
I
if
mean,
you're satisfied by getting 15 hours in a game, then you're going to be happy probably. You don't even care.
And part of like the reason why developers do DLC like after the fact, aside from just like stupid things like, ooh, it's a new map pack or whatever, like,
Ooh, it's the new map pack,
like,
bruh.
like DLC that actually like has meaning, like the Spider-Man DLC, it adds on to the story. It helps keep you like invested in that game for longer than just like the week that you breeze through it because it's such an awesome game. So it helps keep it in like the back of your mind, and like just keep the game alive a bit longer. And then also, if you enjoy the game and you want more of it, well, you're either going to have to wait, however many years for like the sequel to come out, or you can get little doses of it in DLC, which don't cost as much as the game, but can still run like, $30 or whatever. But you get also getting in Spider-Man's case, you're getting 3 different DLC packs, and each one is like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of story, something like that. And then they have like new costumes and all that.
Yeah.
But like, that's all optional. So like, so just to like, I guess, bring it back to full circle, like all that stuff is optional. You don't have to buy DLC. You don't have to buy microtransactions. And if the game is pay to win, and you're like annoyed that it's pay to win, don't play it then, even if it is fun. When they first showed Anthem, this goes for pre-orders too. Like when they first showed Anthem, everyone was like, oh my God, this looks amazing. But then people were like, hold up. Remember how Destiny 1 and 2 turned out? Yeah, don't get your hopes up right away. And now that like I've actually seen more like gameplay and stuff of it, the gameplay is like, it looks great. Like the game visually looks great, but the gameplay is really slow, kind of clunky. It's nothing like Destiny, which is like very smooth and fast paced. So I'm probably not going to pre-order it. I'll probably wait like 2 to 4 weeks before deciding if I want to buy it or not. And if I do, I'll probably try to find like a coupon code or something.
You're talking about Anthem?
Yeah. Just because like, I mean, it could have just been like the people playing. Like they have like, the producers or developers doing like these live streams and showing off different parts of the game or whatever. But like they're the ones who like make the game, but I feel like they suck the most at it. So maybe it was just them that made it look bad. I don't know. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Like if a game looks cool, but it's not out yet, don't pre-order it right away. And like if you're unsure of whether or not it'll be good, it's probably not worth it to pre-order. Like a lot of people are upset with Fallout 76 because like, oh, they pre-ordered it and oh, it's filled with all these bugs and blah, blah, blah. Like I'm okay with that because it's Bethesda. I expect a lot of bugs, but also since it's an online game, it's not something they're just going to like give to you and then like leave alone. They're working on like weekly patches or like bi-weekly patches or whatever, like updates. They're constantly going to be working on the game, adding newer like late game activities, and just things like that. So like stuff like that I'm okay with. But if it was like let's say it was Spider-Man and Spider-Man just like absolutely sucked, like you wouldn't want to pre-order that. Just like, I don't know where I'm really going with this. I'm kind of just rambling now, but basically like DLC, microtransactions, and pre-order, it's not mandatory. It's all up to you. So if you don't like it, don't give it to the developer. And like Spider-Man by itself, great game. They didn't have to add more DLC, but they did just to help keep the game alive and to give themselves a bit more money, like revenue. So they can, I guess, start working on the next one. If they do a next one, they better.
Nope.
But yeah.
Canceled. Studio shut down.
Better not be. It's freaking Insomniac. But yeah.
I mean,
just keep that in mind.
So, yeah, and guys, honestly, there's really no point to pre-order a game anymore. Like, there really isn't. Like, the whole point of okay, there are some things you get in game if you pre-order, which is kind of cool. But besides that, pre-ordering
most of the time
back
it's not
in
even worth it if you get stuff in game.
Exactly. And pre-ordering back in the day was like mainly to like actually get your game reserved because they didn't have digital copies of games. Mm-hmm. And literally like there would be Call of Duty games. Like I remember this, like this was crazy. This is like super nostalgic, but I remember like Halo, Call of Duty, all those games. Like if you didn't pre-order your game, you might not get it for like a week. Like you had to be there at the midnight release sometimes. Like it was actually really fun. And that's how it honestly was with PS4s at college. When I did that, I had to pre-order my PS4 because there was limited amounts, which I don't know. I just thought that was really. I just think it's kind of pointless to pre-order now. They do have cool like things you can do that are like limited edition ones that give you cool stuff, but it's like, yeah, don't ever pre-order a game. And the other thing with Anthem, Joe, I don't know if you saw, but what's it called? did you see the customization trailer or gameplay at all? Is very interesting
No,
because
I didn't. I just saw
so
like a producer and a developer doing like a live stream, and they were just like doing like open world like events, like sort of like public events, and they sucked, but also the gameplay was just kind of like slow and clunky. Like it took them like 4 seconds to reload a gun. And I'm like, really?
right. So they did another one, 40 minutes where you customize your character. So it actually was really cool, but they even admitted on the stream, people were asking, so is all this unlockable day one kind of thing, and they said no. Like they said some of this is not unlockable, like some of it is unlocked by playing, some you have to buy, like some
Right.
are like DLC, like all this other stuff. So like people are super sketched out now because there was a crap ton of customization, but like people were really scared that like a lot of it,
It's gonna be
because they said I
behind
think
paywalls.
yeah, exactly. And people actually they already released how many certain types of skins there are, I guess, for base skins you can have before DLC or something.
Right.
And it wasn't a lot or something, so I don't know. It's very interesting. So yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, there's no reason to pre-order anymore. Like, oh, you can get like pre-order Destiny 2 and get the Iron Galahorn. It's like it's just a cosmetic. It doesn't change anything. You still get Galahorn for free or whatever. Or in Spider-Man's case, it's like, oh, you get like these 2 super suits right away. It's like, yeah, but I mean, you could just get them by playing the game. There's no real.
Yeah.
They don't, and even like the suits that they gave you weren't the greatest. I mean, I only ever used like 2 Spidey powers, but yeah, I don't know. But there's just no reason to pre-order anymore unless you want like the legendary like super ultra omega edition of the game, which is what I got for Kingdom Hearts 3. So I'm excited for
Really?
that.
What do you get with that?
Let me look it up real quick. Kingdom Hearts.
By the way,
3
guys, while we wait, shout out to our
Ultimate
not sponsors
Edition.
of Nabisco and Yoo-Hoo. If you guys want to sponsor us, you can email joethejoe99@gmail.com.
Nope.
You can email brawwegotthis@gmail.com.
Nope.
Wait, but that's really...
Okay, so there's a... here's the IGN article. There is a $230 Kingdom Hearts 3 Special Edition.
Oh my God. You got that one?
Yes, but I only paid for half of it because I told my mom, hey, buy me like the other half of this for like my birthday. And she was like, okay.
Oh my God.
And this was like months ago. So it was in June. I got my birthday present in June, basically. So it comes with like the game, right? Like the deluxe edition of the game. It comes with an art book, a steel book case, a collectible pin, and 3 like 10-inch figures that sit on your desk.
Interesting. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the figures are like, they're not just like solid statues. They look like they have like articulation and stuff. Like you can move them around and all that, do different poses.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So
that's what's worth it if you're like a huge fan of something. But besides that, it's just like,
yeah. Or like one good thing that did come out of Fallout 76, people who like pre-order like the Omega edition or whatever got the freaking like T-51 helmet or whatever, and it like works.
interesting.
Which is awesome.
Okay.
Like, it has like a flashlight on it and stuff. I don't remember what the other features were, but it's like a fully functional like helmet basically that you can wear over your head and pretend like you're in Fallout.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, the legendary edition or whatever, had night vision goggles, and that was dope.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like when developers do stuff like that, like I only did that because I freaking love Kingdom Hearts, and it's been like a million years since the last core series installment, which was 2, and then we had like all those spin-offs that Adam loves to talk about, like
Oh gosh.
385 over 2 days, 2.8.2, and all this.
Every time I pull up our Discord, that picture is still here.
You know what?
Kingdom Hearts.
You know what's
358.
funny though? So there's like a big obsession with the number 13 in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Like the main like enemy group is called Organization 13.
Interesting.
The 3 like main characters of the story are Sora, Riku, and Kairi. If you add all the letters in their name together, you get 13. If you add all of the numbered games together, so like 1, 2, 2.8, all that stuff, you get 13. If you add the 3 main nobody characters from 358 over 2 days, if you add the letters of their names together, you get 13. So it's a lot of like cool sort of like either coincidence or like very careful planning, but just a little cool Easter egg I thought I'd share with you guys.
So pretty much they are trying to encode to you guys that there's going to be 13 Kingdom Hearts games.
So basically when Kingdom Hearts 13 comes out, I'll be like dead, but it'll be like the greatest game of all time.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we'll probably now transition to the so we already kind of talked about, I feel like my highlight of the week was the game that the games we played at Kohl's. But if you have any other highlights, let me know. But if you don't tell me what you're excited to play and do this week in the world of video games.
Let me just look at some of these other raps because I screenshotted a couple of them.
Can you do the FIFA one?
I'll do that one. I also just want to like show some of these names. So we had since we're giant robots, our friend Sean was very clever with his first name, Optimus Rhyme. And then we had Adam doing one, which was Amazon Rhyme. And that's when he was the Tamagotchi robot.
Oh my gosh.
We had Rhyme Nation. We had Crosswire. We had Rhyme Time TV. So we had some good names. But let me find your... All right, yeah. So
this is funny.
So this was Rhymation versus Amazon Rhyme, which was someone versus you. Was it Sean? I think it was Sean.
Might have been.
I think it was Sean. Yeah. So here we go. We'll start with Sean's. You smell like a bunch of rotting green beans. Not a surprise, since you just sit around and stream. Oh,
got him.
Yeah. I will have satisfaction. I will have enlightenment. After I've reached God mode. Wait. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that was the one.
Godhood. You'll only have my resentment.
Yeah, that was.
So that was like kind of weak. The first line was pretty good though. You do smell like green beans. Go take a shower, dude.
I hate you.
All right, but then Adam came back with this legendary meme of a rap.
And the reason it's a meme
is because of the last line.
Because we kept saying it and it made no sense really, but just put it in perspective for you. This is what I did when I didn't know what to say. So
you're like a shelter puppy that nobody shakes. But you know what? I'll buy you some milkshakes. He misspelled milkshakes. I ain't afraid. Just bring it, uncle. Uncle, uncle, uncle. Fee, fi, fo, funkle.
It's so big that it inspired Joe to name his character in Monster Hunter Fee Fi.
Yep.
And
I really thought about naming my Palico Funkle or Faux Funkle, but I decided not to.
Oh my gosh. What'd you name it?
His name is Finch.
Finch?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's very... Why'd you name it Finch?
It just seemed like it fit, and it stuck with the whole F letter theme. But
interesting.
Yeah, so Funkle, man. Just, you got... And then one of my later rap names was Funkle Lester.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, just, you're Funkle, man. It's your fun uncle, I guess. I don't know. He might be your creepy uncle, too. And then Adam had this other one, too, which was pretty good. I've learned the ancient secrets of the Illuminati, but Crosswire, eat my ass as I drive away my Bugatti. Light the fuse and I'll explode like a toe. No mo gato, Mr. Robot Ho.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then Crosswire came back with, my raps are so strong they can make a bank, destroying your rap with mine like a tank. My battle routine is brush, floss, and roar. Then call up your mom because I'm ready to score. GG, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited this week to not play that, which sucks because I want to play that some. But yeah, I'm excited to play Monster Hunter, some Call of Duty.
I'm excited for some Red Dead Online, which supposedly the beta comes out this week. We'll see. Because they said last week of November, which is this week, but they didn't say it was guaranteed. But I'm excited to play that. Excited to play some more Fallout. I'm almost level 50 in that. I'm excited to play some Monster Hunter. Probably actually about to play some right after this podcast is over. We actually got a party invite from Sean on PlayStation.
Yeah, I know. I got one too. I texted him.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right into these Metacritic reviews. It is my turn to question Adam.
This is true.
So the score is whatever it was last time. But we're going to see if Adam can add 3 to that score.
Oh my God.
One day we will go back and like add this up and have like a counter or something. But today's not that day. So are you ready, Adam?
I'm ready for every day.
That's good because you're not going to get at least one of these.
Okay.
All right. I'll start off easy and then they'll get harder. So,
Okay. Red Dead Redemption. No, I'm just kidding.
Metacritic score of 82, user score of 6.2.
Ooh.
And then I'll just go right into the summary. It's on like, PlayStation, Xbox, all those like consoles or whatever. So the original Roast Master is back. Same sick burns, same smoldering attitude. Now all scaled up in stunning HD. He's back bringing the heat like never before in this game collection. Rekindle the fire with the original 3 games. Explore expansive realms, re-encounter the fiery personalities, and relive the adventure in fully remastered glory. Because when
Spyro?
Yes.
Okay. I was making sure.
I haven't brought it up earlier in the podcast, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you'd get that anyways.
Okay, good.
So good job.
I didn't know if you were going to use it though, but I was like, okay, this is definitely Spyro.
I clicked out of it, but then I'm like, no, I'll give him like a really hard one and like a sort of medium one just to like counter it out.
Okay.
I don't want to crush your spirits too bad. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Here's the medium one. Meta score of 89, user score of 7.6. It is a puzzle stacking game, and it looks like it's only on the PS4. The summary goes, from deep beneath the ocean to the furthest reaches of outer space, this game's 30-plus stages are more than just backdrops. Together with music, characters, and animations tailor-made for each level and triggered by your actions, they're all meant to make you feel something, to convey a mood, or even provoke an emotional response.
Subnautica?
No.
Dang it. How many guesses do I get?
I'll give you like one more.
What's the genre again?
Puzzle stacking.
Can you say the developer?
Enhance Games.
What the?
It came out on November 9th.
What makes me want to feel sexy inside when I stack puzzles? Dude, that's hard.
I know you haven't played this game, but you've probably seen a trailer for it or something.
Let's see. So it's only on PS4.
Right.
My gosh, hold on a second. So,
and I'll even say that it's like a sort of remake of the original game.
Gotcha. I feel like I'm gonna like, you're gonna say it and I'm gonna be like, dang it. Like because I'm trying to think of games that came out this month. Cause like November 9th. So November 9th. What would have came out in November 9th? Besides me peeing.
Remember the 9th of November.
Oh my gosh. So read the description one more time, then I'm going to go for it.
From deep beneath the ocean to the furthest reaches of outer space, this game's 30-plus stages are more than just backdrops. Together with music, characters, and animations tailor-made for each level and triggered by your actions, they're all meant to make you feel something, to convey a mood, or even provoke an emotional response. Enhance Incorporated.
A Bard's Tale.
No.
Okay, I didn't know. I don't know.
Tetris Effect.
Oh my god. Tetris.
Dude, puzzle stacking, that should have given it away right there.
I just wasn't even thinking of that. I honestly was going to say, when you said like, I thought it was going to be like a bingo type of game or something. Just like some random arcade game.
Nah, man. All right. So here's the hard one that you're probably not going to get at all. I can almost, I would bet $1 million to almost guarantee that you're not getting this one.
Okay.
The developer is Bandai Namco. Or Bandai
Okay, I know
Namco,
them.
whatever. It is an action rhythm music game. Metascore of 78, user score of 8.1, and it's on the Switch.
Oh, God.
Enjoy the cult classic arcade rhythm game from Japan in the comfort of your own home. Play to the beat using your own drum with wide variety of new songs and challenge your friends to prove who has the best skills. Use motion controls to enjoy this game like never before. Unlock beloved characters to help you on your journey to become a legendary drummer. Utilize the interactive features of the Nintendo Switch to connect, share, and play with family and friends.
So, I feel like I'll be able to get sort of close to this, but I'm not going to get it. I know it's probably not Dance Dance Revolution.
It's not.
Yeah, so rhythm game. I'm trying to think of all the rhythm games besides like Guitar Hero and like, because that's not Bandai Namco. It's got like some weird name probably. What is that one called? Okay, I got it. Riffmeisters.jpg.
No. But
All right, what is it? 'Cause there's no way I'm gonna
add
get
that
it.
to your list, though.
Yeah, well.
It is Taiko no Tatsujin Drum and Fun.
How am I ever going to get that? You gotta be kidding me.
I told you.
Would you have gotten that?
No.
Oh, okay. Jeez Louise, dude.
Yeah.
Taiko Senjutsu Drum and Fun.
Taiko no Tatsujin Drum and Fun.
Oh my gosh.
Can I expand this picture? No. All right. Well, I'm just gonna Google it and show you a picture of it. Oh man.
Wow, yeah, there's no way I was ever gonna get that. Well, so I did 1 out of 3, which I feel like is decent for the amount of
Yeah.
what the That's so creepy. You just sent me this picture. We gotta like put this picture on the the podcast for people on YouTube.
Cast.
So I feel like I did pretty good for what I got, but just for my closing remarks, guys, make sure to follow us on the twitch.tv/JoeJoe99 and /Bro We Got This if you guys want to watch us play games. But
Probably gonna be streaming some Monster Hunter and Red Dead this week.
Yep. That's probably what I'll be doing, Monster Hunter and Black Ops. And if you have any other comments, guys, leave them in the comment section for us. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you had for Thanksgiving. Let us know what you think about the whole $60 versus more money thing for games, and any other things you guys want to let us know.
If you have some sick raps you want to leave in the comments, feel free to do that too. We'll try maybe we can rap back and roast you or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like Sean's gonna leave something.
Dude, if Sean or Cole leaves a comment, like a rap comment, I'm gonna roast them so hard. And I'm gonna do.
You're gonna think about it like all week.
I'm gonna do it
think of
like super like PG too, just to make it even more disgraceful.
Oh my god. That's amazing. But so that's amazing. I don't even know what to say that because that's gonna be great. But that's all I have to say. So, Joe, do you have anything closing remarks?
Yeah, just, like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Ring a ding that thing-a-ling, the bell, whatever, for notifications. If you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, why not subscribe now and then ring the bell? It's pretty fun, I hear. You can expect these podcasts every Tuesday. And until episode 9, always remember to have faith, be great, and we'll see you guys later.
I love you guys and girls.
Rhyme Nation out.
Oh my gosh.